next day, I was also in communication with CP, trying to get information out. Some avenues were more successful than others. I was told midday that people would not be admitted. They would not be boarded on the plane. So they were definitely going forward with something that sounded like more in line with what the words on the proclamation say, which is very much different than where we are now. Because at 4:30, the memos came out that basically all said, hey guys, this only applies to filings after 9/21. Anybody who currently has a visa pending approved or holds an H-1B visa is exempt. Great. So the panic for that, trying to get everybody rushed home to the ports, no more phone calls about flights and things like that. But cut to a whole month later, we did this website update from CIS, which is a little bit more specific, confirms that it's for things filed after 9/21 and who are outside, who don't have a visa. Anytime you file something for consular notification or a port of entry admission or pre-flight application, and if you file for a change of status and it's denied, extension or amendment, and it's denied. The memos also say that the payments have to be prior to filing, which, one of my questions is, how does that work when you file a change of status and then they decide they're not going to grant that? How would you have paid the fee before? We can talk about that. But the biggest change, it looks to me, is the difference. I mean, one of the largest changes is the way that they describe the national interest exemption from the proclamation. In the proclamation, it says that, the Homeland Security can decide any company or industry hiring this individual is in the national interest and doesn't pose a threat. So in some ways, you can look at that as like a two-way inquiry. And the guidance on the website says is a four-parter. So it's, the extraordinarily rare circumstances where it's in the national interest to not pay the $100,000. There's no American worker is available and no threat. And then the fourth one is that making the employer pay it would not undermine the national interest. So that's, kind of where we are today.